On 106 FM, DAB and online, this is Jack FM.
Did anyone else think that it's Jordan, right?
It is.
Nice to... Have we ever met before?
We have, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yep.
Did anyone else think Jordan sounded really quiet then? Did you think he sounded quiet then, Will?
Okay, no.
Okay, well, I wasn't saying he wasn't okay. That wasn't a criticism of Jordan. It just... I don't know. Okay, welcome back, everybody. How are you, Jordan?
I'm very well.
I don't really care. Will, not interested.
No, there it is. There it is.
Dear listener is who I'm interested in. I'm sorry to be so brazen. Welcome to the Sausage Fest this morning, guys. Where is the lady that comes here? His name escapes me.
I can't think of her name.
Where is she, please?
Madrid, isn't it?
Yeah, she's in
Spain.
Madrid. She's in Madrid, living the high life. Okay, and everyone says women have it harder than men. She's in Spain. I was in the Forest of Dean. Dear God. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad while I was away that they fixed the phone system and they fixed the arm of my microphone. They haven't done either of those things. Sweet Lord. We were promised, right? I don't want to go old Chris Evans 1996 on your ass. But get this, Jordan. I'm going to play. Get this, Jordan. We were told by the first show on July the 6th, I think it was, the phone system will be in place and your microphone arm will be in place. Will, is the phone system in place?
No.
He's
just destroying the studio.
Is that in place? What's the microphone? No, it's not. Very tempted to go on strike. Tomorrow, have we got you all week, Jordan?
No, Joe's back tomorrow.
Okay, well, I will not say out loud my thoughts on that because one of you would find it rude. But tomorrow's show is all going to be done in the third person. Will, do you know what the third person is?
I think so.
Give me an example.
Will is confused by what the third person is.
Yes, man! Tomorrow's show. I thought we could do the third person today. And then I thought that's a tough one for the listener to comprehend. I'm not saying you're thick. I'm saying you're very, very intelligent listener. But that's after a week away, after the AOR of the wonderful Jake Yap, coming back and then doing a whole show in the third person. Ian thought that might be a little bit tough. So Ian thinks we're going to do it tomorrow. A whole show in the third person. Jordan, tell me something I don't know.
What would you like to know? Anything?
Well, if I say it, that means I know it. So just give me anything I don't know.
Well, there's a lot being made about the energy bills over the last few days.
I know that.
Okay.
I know that. I've got ears. Tell me something that I just don't know. Something that made me go, oh, I didn't know that.
Well, something about me, if you want to know that. I found out at the weekend that I might have an aunt that I didn't know about that actually created the Oyster card system in London.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
Well, hang on. There's so much. 01865 575 106. There's so much to unpick in that.
Yep.
And let's start at the beginning. An aunt. Did you know? You didn't know this aunt existed?
No, I visited family for the first time in about 10 years over the weekend.
Oh.
And it was my dad's side.
Yeah.
And so his sister had been contacted by people that had been put up for adoption by my dad's mum.
So if I ask anything that is too personal, just say I don't want to answer that, and that's totally cool. Yeah. The reason I'm interested is I don't know how many brothers and sisters I've got. I don't know, because my dad was, he was a terrible liar and an awful, awful cheat. I know my sister, and I know that I've got 2 half-sisters, and I know of 3 half-brothers. I couldn't name them all, but we suspect there might be more. So that's why when you said, an aunt I didn't know about, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly like my auntie was explaining that, you know,
your dad.
She's got brothers and sisters, and
wow.
She doesn't know if it's worked out that my nan on my dad's side gave one up for adoption, then had a second one up for adoption.
Are you okay talking about this?
Yeah.
Are you adopted?
I'm not. No.
You're not adopted. Okay, all right. But there are other members of your family, yes. And you don't know how many?
Nope. So
isn't that... How do you cope with that? Because for me, for a long time, I didn't speak to my dad for a long time. Good morning, everybody. It's Ian Lee's Rude Awakening. I didn't speak to my dad for a long, long time because of everything he did. And then I made peace with him, and then he went and died. But it was something that I found very difficult to talk about with him How do you feel about I'm still confused about it, right? But I'm happy to meet any of my brothers and sisters if they want to rock up. If you want to phone up and pretend to be my brother or sister, 01865 575 106. Why the hell not? I haven't got any money anymore, so you might as well. What's your feeling? How are you feeling about it all?
I'm intrigued. I want to find out now. I want to find out these the history of my grandparents, because I never met my grandparents on my dad's side. They died before I was born. So I want to find out a bit more about their history. I wish I was a bit more famous. And then you've gone who do you think you are? And they could do it for you. But now I've got to do it myself.
So was it? And I'm going to use the word problem in inverted commas with a very small p. Was it your grandparents that were the problem, or was it your dad? Or both?
My grandparents.
Your grandparents. Okay. I mean, problem as in creating this confusion. Gosh, isn't that? Aren't families
Weird?
Weird, right? Yeah. And you look at some people, you think, oh, their life is so sorted, but no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. That's point one. We'll play a record in a minute, but I will warn you, it's going to be Mrs. Miller singing Monday, Monday. Point two, she invented the Oyster card?
Yes, apparently so.
Flipping heck. How? What? Why? When? How?
So she's, I don't know much about her. I just know she's a software CEO. And apparently she was the person behind the Oyster card, and apparently had something to do with the ticketing system of London 2012. And I'm like, who's this person? I want to know.
This is amazing stuff. All right. How do we get with it? Right. So the one phone in is if you want to pretend to be my brother or sister, or anybody's brother or sister. Will and Jordan, you're okay playing this game?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
If you want to pretend to be any of our brothers or sisters, 01865 575 106. How do we do Jordan's secret aunt invented Oyster cards? How do we turn that into okay? If anyone in your family ever invented anything, we don't get any phone calls in this. I remember where I am now. It's not talk radio back in my heyday. It's Jack FM and no one calls in. But if anybody's family invented, I once convinced some of my brothers, my half sisters, who are so wonderful, such wonderful people, and I love them so much. But I did manage to convince them that my dad invented the joystick on, on the Atari. Well, I didn't even try and do it. I just tweeted. I was just bored, so I tweeted, "Oh, my dad invented the joystick," and they got in touch, going, "Is that true? Did he do that?" And I went, "Yeah." So they still think it. Or you can just call in about whatever. I don't mind. Jordan, thank you very much for that. That was very interesting. Will, any family business you want to attend to here?
Not matter. It's a pretty tough act to follow.
Okay, first song of the morning. 01865 575 106 is the telephone number. You can call in about anything.
Monday, so good to me. Was all I hoped it would be. Oh, Monday morning couldn't guarantee that Monday evening you would still be here with me.
Monday,
forgot the bit where she forgets to come in. I forgot that bit. 01865 575 106 is the phone number. The levels are crazy in my ears, but as long as it sounded all right to you, dear listener, it don't matter. As long as it sounds all right to you, that's all that matters. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. I've got to remember how to do this. What's the game we're playing where people can win loads of stuff? Hang on a minute.
Captain Jack's Treasure Map.
Captain Jack's Treasure Map. Let me get some pirate sound effects on in the background because this is an important thing. Here we go. Pirates. There we go. Captain Jack's Treasure Map. Now, when are we playing this? Well, people can win big.
Past 8, yeah.
Okay, people can win big prizes. I don't know what the prizes are, but they are big. Give me an example of a prize. What's one?
Free boat hire for 10 people.
There we go!
That's actually, yeah.
I would love a bit of free boat hire. Not for 10 people. I don't know 10 people. I don't like 10 people.
I don't know if you have to take 10 people.
You'd need... What was the minimum you'd need on a boat?
Well, one, isn't it?
It depends how big the boat is, mate.
Yeah, but...
Pardon me.
I don't know if you have to...
Depends how big the boat is.
I don't know if you row it or anything. I think it's just a boat experience.
You can't get a boat for 10 people to row. That doesn't exist.
I think it does. What about the ones that go across the Atlantic?
You don't row boats across the Atlantic.
Row boats
no, they don't.
They have.
No, they haven't.
They have.
It's impossible.
They have.
Tell you what, you Google it.
I am going to Google it.
And then when you find out you're wrong, I accept your apology.
Someone did from Marlow.
Well, you can't... Marlow's landlocked.
No, I know. They didn't go from Marlow.
Right.
They went from Cornwall.
You did say from Marlow.
No, they were from...
all I've got are your words, Will. That's all I've got.
2 men row across the Atlantic from New York to Ireland. Says it's only a 3-minute video, which worries me, admittedly.
Oh, okay. Well, they went from left to right. I thought you meant from right to left.
What difference does that make?
You got the wind behind you, and you've got the turning of the Earth. The Earth is turning in their favour.
Well, I'm sure people have done it the other way.
If they were going right to left, the Earth is turning against them, so they would get to the middle and just stay still. That's how it works, Will.
I'm telling you, it's been done both ways.
I never phoned up the lady that married a pirate ghost. If I give you the number, could you... Not today. Well, not for today, but could you phone up the lady that married and then divorced a pirate ghost?
Yeah, we'll get the pirate ghost.
Because that will tie in with the game we're playing, Captain Jack's Treasure Map.
I don't want her to reveal the squares, because if it's Captain Jack, then we're in trouble.
It could be. It says... Right, I've got the script here. This is for later on, right? But there is no way... There is no way I'm saying... This is what they want me to say, right? I used to be somebody. This is what they want. You knew this. You've seen this.
Yeah, as soon as I printed it out, I knew this might happen.
Arr. Captain Jack has been burying his booty all over the Oxfordshire. The Oxfordshire. And all you have to do is unearth some of it. Arr. There is absolutely zero chance. I mean, apart from then... There is absolutely zero chance of me doing that, and I'm certainly not doing it in a pirate. Anyway, pirates are generally from Eritrea now, and I don't think I'm allowed to do their accent.
I think we should stay away from that.
Yeah, exactly. If I do their accent, I'm in big trouble. Remember when the morning of Brexit, and I woke up and went, "Oh, okay, we've lost. The good guys lost. Let's have a look on Twitter." All the racists came out. And there was one tweet. That said, "Thank God, now we can kick out all of those Pakistani pirates." Because there was a big story just before that about pirates that had kidnapped these people. Now we can kick out all these Pakistani pirates that are here, that are sailing our seas. I'm thinking, what? I mean, I know racists are dumb, but they're that dumb? That's what Brexit means. That's why you voted for Brexit? Because of the pirates sailing the seven seas? So I'm not going to say those words at all. Thank you.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. It's what's known in the trade as a breakfast show, but we traded it for these magic beans.
I'd rather be liberated. I find myself captivated. Stay
Here's a phone in, because that's a great song, right? And that album was okay. I can't remember. That also ran bands. You know, when you got a horse race, they say first place is it's something very, very rude. Then hang on, first place. Right, hang on. First place is Dick Tiger. I swapped it around. It's going to be the other way around, but Dick Tiger's a name. Could be a name. Dick's a name, right? Can't do me for that, Ofcom. Dick's a name. He's short for Richard. Second place, it's Lady Locks.